पहले हम फंक्शंस देखते हैं, फंक्शंस क्या होते हैं। इससे पहले भी एक मोटा मोटा आइडिया है आपके पास, जैसे कि यहाँ ये लर्निंग वाले में हम आ जाए तो यहाँ पे आपको पता है कि मेन फंक्शन था, ये मेन मेथड वो है ये। बाकी यहाँ पे हम सिंपली फंक्शंस को देखते हैं। फंक्शंस या मेथड्स अभी एक ही कंसिडर कर लेते हैं, हालांकि इनमें एक छोटा सा फर्क होता है। उस फर्क को हम बाद में देखेंगे जब आप थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़े, तब आपको ज़्यादा अच्छे से क्लैरिटी मिलेगी उस चीज़ की। अभी के लिए हम देखते हैं मेन मेथड। बेसिकली मेन मेथड आप सभी को, जैसे मैं दोबारा रिपीट कर देता हूँ कि कोड जो है हमारा वो यहीं से एग्जीक्यूट होता है। और लेकिन मैं इसको अगर सबसे नीचे लिख दूँ, तब भी जो हमारा कोड है वो यहाँ से नहीं, यहाँ से ही स्टार्ट होगा। समझ पा रहे हो उस चीज को? कोड जो एग्जीक्यूशन है वो हमारा मेन मेथड से ही रन होता है, चाहे मेन मेथड हमारा नीचे ही क्यों न रहे। तो यहाँ पे हम बेसिकली देखते हैं फंक्शंस क्या रहते हैं। फंक्शन एक मशीन आप समझ सकते हो, जिसमें हम कोई भी इनपुट डाल सकते हैं और वो हमको बदलने का आउटपुट रिटर्न करता है। तो यहाँ पे एक नेम प्रोवाइडर हमने लिखा है, फंक्शन का नाम, और रिटर्न करेगा एक मैप टाइप के ऑब्जेक्ट को। मैप क्या रहता है? कलेक्शन ऑफ यूनिक की पेयर्स। एक मैप हमारी ऐसी दिखती है, अगर मैं दिखाऊं आपको मैप। पर्सन की एंड वैल्यू पेयर है। इसके लिए हम ये जो कर्ली ब्रेसेस है उसके अंदर डालते हैं, और एंड में जैसे कि हम कोई वैल्यू असाइन करा रहे हैं तो हमारा सेमीकोलन। तो एक की वैल्यू पेयर रहता है, इसको हम दे सकते हैं कि किस टाइप का, जैसे हमने लिस्ट में दिया था स्ट्रिंग टाइप, वैसे हम इसको भी दे सकते हैं। एक स्ट्रिंग रहेगी या तो, और स्ट्रिंग या कुछ भी हम लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन ये वाली जो मैप है वो स्ट्रिंग और स्ट्रिंग टाइप की ही रहेगी। मतलब सिंपली जो की रहती है उसमें एक वो रहती है और एक वैल्यू रहता है। जैसे यहाँ पे लिख लेते हैं नेम, अगर हम यहाँ पे लिखते हैं स्ट्रिंग में कुछ भी तो वो रहेगी। अगर हम सेम नेम अगर लिखने की कोशिश करें, यहाँ पे पहले मैं बता देता हूँ की और वैल्यू क्या है। ये जो है ये एक चीज है कॉमा तक, और ये जो है ये की है, और ये इसकी वैल्यू है। तो ये रहता है एक मैप जिसमें यूनिक की और वैल्यू का पेयर रहता है। यूनिक की, ये जो की है, ये जो ये है ये हर बार यूनिक रहनी चाहिए। अगर ये डुप्लीकेट रहेगी तो हमको एक एरर दिखाएगा, ये डुप्लीकेट की है यूज। चाहे ये हम अगर सेम रखें तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन हम की को सेम नहीं रख सकते। और टू की इन मैप शुड नॉट बी इक्वल। डुप्लीकेट की जैसे ये जो नेम है ऑलरेडी यूज है, आप इसे वापस यूज नहीं कर सकते। तो नेम वन हम यहाँ यूज कर लेते हैं। तो ये एक तरह की वैल्यू पेयर है। इसी चीज को हमने यहाँ रिटर्न कराया है, लेकिन यहाँ पे हमने ये नहीं दिया है स्ट्रिंग स्ट्रिंग। तो डायनेमिक को ही, डायनेमिक टाइप का मैप है ये, ठीक है। इसके अलावा एक तो सी की ये बेसिकली जो ये मैप है ये स्ट्रिंग और स्ट्रिंग टाइप का ही वैल्यू जो है स्टोर करेगा अपने अंदर, स्ट्रिंग और स्ट्रिंग को ही होल्ड करेगा। So now let's see what is a function. Basically, function has a return type and function has a name which we have given name provider. After that, we have taken a parameter. Basically, we have used string full name. So if we use if we give a full name to this function, it will basically store name list by calling split method on this name. Basically, split method uses to break or split, you can say, break a certain word into multiple multiple types of same data type. Basically, multiple types of strings, you can say. And here we have used uh, you can say we have used a space. So just split the statement full name by a single space. यहाँ पे full name dot split लगाया हमने, उसके बाद basically we have used a space, so it will break or split the full name into list of two names, first and last. We have used map. Same map here we have used the map of type dynamic and dynamic. So any type of data can be stored in it. It can be string, bool, int, or anything you can say. So here we have created a first name. Basically, from this list we will get element at 0. Basically, this is called on a list. Here we have used name, and this will provide us the element which is situated at 0. And one more thing I want to say you all. Basically, in list we don't count values from 1. Basically, list or anything in the programming languages is counted from 0. So in normal languages we always count from 1 basically, but in programming languages we always use 0 for counting anything. So here first name is used and name 0, name list at 0. So the first character or the first you can say the value at 0th place will be assigned to this, and the last name we have used name at first place. So it is the second in the index, first position but second from our normal language type. So the second value will be assigned or stored as last name as a value of keyword key last name, and after that we have returned the same map. As you can see, we have returned the name data and it is a map. So basically we have returned a map. So this was the concept of function. You can see here we have used name provider and we have given an argument full name Sanuyaja, so it will automatically break it and provide us a map. If we print this, you can see what is going to be returned. Basically, so you can see that we have a map. First name Sanuj, last name Raja, and it is stored inside a curly braces. So this is the concept of map and functions. After it, we also have a fat arrow function, which is a one-liner function. Basically, we have used here our name of the function is sum of 2, and it will return an integer type, and it takes 2 parameters x and y, and using this fat arrow we are skipping the return line. Basically this means return. This is the function name, return type, and the argument it takes, and it will return x plus y. Basically this is equal to the return statement, and we have just eliminated this curly braces from here. So it will return x plus y. And also with the multiply, we have here using dynamic, which basically returns any kind of data type, and multiply is the name of our function. Takes two variables here, and we also have used, you can see the curly braces here. The curly braces make this thing optional. Basically optional means we can provide x or y, or it is not mandatory, and it will return x into y. So we have x as 0 and y equal to 1. It is the initial value. If we don't provide any value, it will consider the same 0 and 1 as its value. Here we have used multiply, and we have also provided to the both parameters, so the both arguments x and y. Basically we use parameters for this thing, which we use inside the function, and arguments for while giving the value inside where we are calling the function, basically, as we have also called here the function sum of 2, and we have given the x and y, but these are the named optional parameters. Basically while we use curly braces, it will make the thing optional, and also the name has to be given before assigning this values. So basically x colon, and the value is 9, y equal to 5. Here we have used columns. So you have seen this fat arrow function, and this both are fat arrow functions. And after it we have another function sum of 2, which returns a string, and basically it takes 3 types of parameters, which are int num1, int num2, and int num3. We have put the int num3 inside the square brackets. Basically square brackets are used to make the function optional, used for making this optional and positional parameters. Basically in here we have used x and y as a positional. The first will be assigned to x, and the second value which we provide here will be assigned to y. And you can see we have sum of 2, 22 and 2. So if we remove this, it will say us that optional second positional argument is required. So let's provide this, and if you see here multiplication, if we remove these values, it will not show us any error, because both these values are optional, because we have used here curly braces. Optional and named. Basically we have assigned x here. If you want to assign y first, we can also do this, and We can assign x later in our code. Later in just in here. You can't assign it anywhere. So we are at here. So this is the optional, but it is the positional parameter. We have also seen that optional, but these are the names. This is the optional and positional parameter. So here we have just used the name of our function as sum of numbers. It will return us num1, num2 plus num3. All three will be added, and the return will return a string return statement, which is the sum of two given number is result. Basically we have used here and result. You can also remove these because we are using just simple result. Basically if we want to use any method on this, we have to use curly braces for complete execution of. So this string line will use this as a variable and method on that variable. So now you go to the last and you see sum of numbers. Basically we have called this here sum of numbers. We have given the 11, so 11 will be considered as a num1, num2, 10, and we don't have given the num3. And if we run the code, the sum of given number is 22. 11 plus 10 is 22. 10 plus 11 is 21. But here we have 22. So num3 is 1 already. So it will automatically add it in this. So it will return 22. So this was the core idea about the methods. After we also know core idea of functions. And here we have taken a list of names. And here we have used names and a method on this for each, and here you can see it is a function, but it does not have a name, and it is an arrow function. So it is basically an anonymous function, which is also a pet arrow function. So basically this function will take some argument name, which is provided by the for each. Basically for each is method on the list, method of list you can also say, and for each takes the each value of this list, each element of this list, and it will provide this here. Any element which is taken from this list will be assigned to name, and after it we have a return statement, and basically the return statement prints the same name here. So you can see here we have name Sanoj, Raja, Sachin, Sony, Jordan. Okay. And multiplication same here. Multiplication of two numbers 3 and 7 is 21. Here we have used the curly braces because we are using a multiple line of function. Means a longer line. Basically if we remove this will only conclude the multiply until here. This will ignore this and it will take this x and y as a string. So if we don't want this, then we have to use value basis for complete execution as non-string and as a function value. So you can see here it will also have been done here. इस सचिन से पूछ लो आप, एक बार उसको पता होगा. Idea about the functions and how we use functions. After that, let's go on the next topic, which is we have used here function, structure of function, creation of function, return types, how things are returned from function. Void function basically a function without any return type is considered to be as a void function. Basically, we all have used void function. Basically, we all have used here. You can see here. We can use another. We can use sum of two number. Void. But void. Basically, we will the string and add here void. As we have returned the return type void, you can't return string. You can't return the function here because it has a return type of void. So basically, we are not going to return this. Basically, we are not going to return this. On the place of return, just simply print this in line. So hope you have understand the whole concept of the. After that we have void function. We have covered return function scope and variable. Also, as we have you can see we have used these. You can see we have used this in here. We can't use out of this scope. So it is a simple thing that you also know. It is a simple thing that you have taken it as a function. All the parameters are used inside. You can't use anything out of this scope. So from here we will going to learn the object-oriented programming concepts. If anyone has any question about any of the things which we have covered from the beginning of the class, you can also ask here. How to create a class and adding method to a class. So basically, class is a collection of variables and functions. Variables, custom type of function and custom. You can say custom type of function and custom. So here we have a class named as persons. Here we have a class basically named as persons. Has a static type of string. You can see here, which is and also we have used the question mark operator here. Which basically says that it can be null. Required null here because we are assigning it here and it will be static. And is also final. It will be final keyword as we are not going to assign it again. Final and also one more thing. Basically, final and const are two things. which makes any variable called which is used for assigning any variable only at once. You can't reassign any type of variable. As you can see here, this is already defined, but if we remove this and try to reassign this, the variable must be declared using const or year. Try adding. Basically, this means that you can't reassign any final type of variable. So final is assigned only once. You can't assign after that. Let's make this life span. Make it a string. We can use both final and const for the same thing. They have a very smaller difference, which we discuss about later on the class. So basically, we have a person class which has two static type of data. Basically, static means this is a global variable, which can be used without creating object of this class. As you can see here, we have created a final person by using person class. So after it we can use person.personal details. Person details. We have don't use person one. We have don't use here person one. Object. We have used the class.scientific name. Also we can use person.lifespan. So these are class variables. And these are the object variables. Basically, these are the class variables and these are the object variables. We can use it on the object side. As you can see here. And there is another thing which is called as constructors. Basically, constructors calling a class. If we want to use class, this one is the unnamed constructor. This one is the unnamed constructor. We have not used any dot value after this. This one is the named constructor. This is the simple one, unnamed constructor. This is the simple one, unnamed constructor. Which is taking this basically used for the class, referring the class. Dot name basically name of this class. This dot age from this class. This age from this class. Gender of this class. Gender of this class. And after it executed, we have executed a. So you can see that this is also function. So this is a constructor which is very much similar to the function, or you can say it is similar to the function, or you can say. But we say a word to this. This is a constructor. Basically, this constructs a. If we want to create a simple object of this class, we can use it by
using the constructor.
Constructor is basically used to construct the object
Constructor is basically used to construct the object of
object. You
a
can say
class.
class is a factory and object is
Object, you
the
can say
material of
class
that
is a factory
factory
and
or that
object is the
machine.
material of that
We are using a
factory or
machine to
that
simply
machine. We are using a machine to
from
simply
one's head.
get
We are giving
from one's head. We are
we are
giving
giving potatoes, and from
we
the
are
other
giving
side we are getting the
potatoes,
chips.
and from the
So
other
this
side
is
we
the
are
machine,
getting the
and
chips. So this
machine
is
is
the
a
machine,
blueprint
and
type of thing which is
machine is a
used,
blueprint
and
type
we
of
have
thing which
used
is
the
used, and we have
constructor
used
to
the
get the
constructor
object
to
or a
get a
finished product
object
from
or
that
a
blueprint, you
finished
can say.
product from that blueprint, you can
So
say.
we have also a dim constructor here,
So
which
we
is
have also
percent
a
dot
dim
guest.
constructor here, which is percent
Basically,
dot
this
guest.
takes this dot name, this dot
Basically,
age,
this
this
takes
dot
this
gender,
dot
and
name, this dot
also
age, this
additional
dot
thing,
gender,
string
and
phone number,
also additional thing, string
which
phone
is
number,
not from this class, so we
which is
don't have
not
used
from this
this
class,
dot
so we don't have used
phone number here.
this
We
dot
have simply used
phone number
phone
here.
number.
We have simply used
So this
phone number.
create
So this create
guest phone number, and also we
guest
have a
phone number,
method inside
and also
our
we have
class.
a method inside our
So
class.
basically, the difference between a
basically,
function and a method,
the
both
difference
have
between a
same, both
function and a method
looks
both
like same,
have
but
same, both
we call
looks like
function
same, but we call
to
function
a method which is outside
to a
of a class.
method which is
If I
outside of a
use
class.
this same
If I
thing
use this same
just
thing
outside here,
just
it will become
outside here, it will
a
become a
function. And if it is inside
function.
the class,
And if it is
it is
inside the
considered as
class,
a
it is
method.
considered
So
as a
basically, this is the idea
method.
about
So basically this is
use
the
for
idea about
calling,
basically use for calling,
but the both has same similar thing. Function
but the
and
both
method
has
has
similar thing.
similar
Function and method has
properties,
similar
and both are the similar. But
properties,
just
and
for
both are the
naming
similar.
or just for
But
calling,
just
we
for
use
naming or
method.
just for
If
calling,
our
we use
function is inside the
method.
class,
If our function is inside
and
the
if it
class,
outside of a
and
class,
if it
we use simply
outside of a class,
function.
we
Also,
use simply function.
methods are
Also,
used as
methods are used as
you can see here
dot. You can see here
person3 dot personal person details,
person3 dot personal
which
person
is
details,
this person details.
which is
So we have
this person details. So we have
created here person3. Basically,
created
we
here
have
person3.
it will be a
Basically,
person
we
type
have
or it can be a null.
it will be a
So we
person
have
type
not
or it
assigned
can be a
yet,
null.
so it will
So
firstly
we have
null.
not assigned
And
yet,
after
so
that we
it
have
will
used
firstly null.
person3 here,
And after that we have
person
used person3
3
here,
equal to person, and we
3
have
equal
used
to
person,
and we have used
constructor
persons
creating the object of person
constructor
class.
creating the
name
object
Jordan,
of person class. So
age
name
and
Jordan,
gender. And after that we
age
have also
and
used
gender. And after that we have
a
also
method
used
on this class.
a
method,
method
as I said
on this
already,
class.
if
And method,
the
as I
function
said
is inside
already,
a class,
if
it will
the
call
function
the
is
method.
inside a class,
So
it
we have
will
used
call the
person dot
method.
and the
So
name
we
of
have
the
used
method,
person
and
dot
method
and the name of the
this thing,
method, and
closing
method has
with the
closing
brackets and
with the
statement.
brackets
So
and
this is the
and
whole
statement.
concept about a
So
simple
this is the
class.
whole
With
concept
so many
about a
things
simple
that will
class.
be covered
With
inside
so many
class.
things that will be covered inside class.
So let's run the
So let's
classes.dart file and
classes.dart file, and let's see what we have.
फर्स्टली कंस्ट्रक्टर बन गया, जो कि यहाँ पे हमने लाइन
कंस्ट्रक्टर बन गया, जो
जैसी
यहाँ पे
कोई भी
हमने लाइन लिखी थी,
जो
जैसी
कोई भी
हमने
क्लास जो है,
जो कोई भी
अगर
क्लास
ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया है,
अगर कोई भी अगर ऑब्जेक्ट बनाया है, we
makes any constructor any object from the constructor,
any object from the
person constructor, we will get the
person constructor,
like
we will get
after
the
calling
like
this constructor.
after calling this constructor.
So secondly we have person dot person
so secondly
dot
we have person dot person
so hi,
dot person detail.
your
so hi,
age is
Raja
and your male.
age is
So
male
basically we have got
you are
the
male. So basically
executed
we
the
have got
function,
the
the
executed
method
the
of
function,
person
the
one
method
class
of
or person class
person one class
on object
or
person
person
one,
class on
and it
object
will
person
simply
one, and it will simply
uses high, and when
uses high
basically
and
this one
when
linker name
basically
and
this one's
age,
linker name and age
you can
and
also use this here,
you can also use this here,
and you have to use
and you have to
curly
use
braces, as I have already
curly braces,
told you that
as I have
while
already
using
told you that while using
a sentence you have to use
a sentence
this.
you have to use
So you
this.
can also use this here, but it is not
So you can also
mandatory
use this
to
here,
use
but
this.
it is not
By
mandatory
default, it
to
will
use this.
conclude anything
By
here you
default,
have
it will
given is
conclude anything
from
here you have given is
here. But
from
while creating a
here.
constructor, you have
But
to
while creating a constructor, you have to
provide which from where
provide
it is coming.
which
So
from
where it
where
should
it
be
is
assigned.
coming.
So
So
basically,
where
this
it
is
should be assigned. So basically, this is
assigned to any argument
assigned
given
to
to this will
any
assign to
argument given to this
will assign to this
will assign to
name
this
of the class, which is
name of
string type.
the class, which is string type.
And we have after that we have printed the
And we have
person.
after that we have
Basically,
printed the person.
we have used the name of
Basically,
the class and
we have used the
scientific
name
name.
of the class
We
and
have called the
scientific name.
scientific name
We have called the
uh,
scientific name
string.
uh, string.
So basically, this is a static type. So it
So
will
basically,
basically
this is a
print the
static type. So it will basically print the
static keyword of scientific name and
static
also
keyword of
static keyword
scientific name
lifespan,
and also static keyword
which is both.
lifespan, which is both.
So by using person
So by
class
using
name dot
person
scientific name, we are
class name dot
getting the
scientific name, we are
scientific name
getting the
variable of class
scientific name
person.
variable
Basically,
of
this is
class
this time
person.
we are not
Basically,
using
this is
person one dot
this time we are not using
scientific name.
person one
Basically,
dot
we are using person
scientific
class
name.
name.
Basically, we are
So
using person
if we use
class name.
static, the
So if
variable
we use
should be
static,
considered as a
the
global,
variable
and
should be
it
considered as a
can just be
global,
called
and
by just
it
using the
can
name
just
of
be called
class.
by just using the name of class.
After that, we have created another person,
After that, we have
which is
created
Shoaib,
another
and
person,
phone number and
which is Shoaib,
number
and
using
phone
guest
number and number using
constructor.
guest
So in the guest
constructor.
constructor, we have a phone number
So in the
column,
guest constructor, we
phone
have a
number
phone number
as an
column,
argument. If we remove
phone number
this phone
as an
number, it will
argument. If
cause
we
an error.
remove this phone
So
number, it will cause an
it
error.
has been just
So it has
used
been just
a constructor,
used
name constructor.
a
So this
constructor
is the idea
name
about the name
constructor.
constructor, and
So this is
guest
the
phone
idea
number
about the
is
name
this.
constructor, and guest phone
As we
number
have
is
used
this. As we have
person
used
details, also we have
person
used
details.
this print
Also, we
statement,
have used
guest phone number
this print statement,
as
guest
a
phone number
constructor. So this
as
has
a
been printed here,
constructor. So
and
this has
after
been
that the
printed here, and after that
the same, and after that
same,
person 3 while
and
creating,
after that
you
person
can
3,
see
person 3 while
constructor one
creating,
guest same line, and
you
after
can
that
see constructor one guest
person
same line, and
3
after that
dot person details,
person 3
Jordan
dot
age
person
5 and male.
details,
So this is the
Jordan age
idea
5
about the
and male.
class. After that,
So this
we
is
have,
the idea about the class. After that,
if you have any question, you can ask,
if you have any
or just
question, you
we
can ask,
jump on
or
the
just
next
we
thing.
jump on the next thing.
Our next topic is getter and setters.
Our next topic is getter and setters.
we have created another class,
we
which
have
is
created
class
another
student, and
class which is
class
class
student
student,
has
and class
three
student has
two
three
basically variables, which is name
two
and
basically
the
variables,
percentage
which
sign.
is
And name
name
one
and
is
the percentage
basically
sign, and name
optional,
one is basically
basically a
optional,
required keyword.
basically a
But we
required
have
keyword,
also assigned
but we have
some
also assigned
pre-initial value, which
some
will not be used
pre-initial
as we
value,
have used the
which will not be used as we have used
required
the
in the
required
student
in the
constructor.
student constructor.
So basically, student constructor
So basically, student constructor
has taken two parameters, which is
has taken two
name and
parameters, which is name and
percentage, and both of them are
percentage, and
considered
both
to
of
be the
them are considered to
inside
be
the
the
curly braces. So
inside the
inside curly braces, all
curly
the
braces.
things
So
which we put
inside
are
curly braces,
considered
all
as
the
a
things we
optional
put
named
are
parameters.
considered as
But
a
here we have used the
optional named
required keyword.
parameters. But
So it
here
will
we have used the
force
required keyword. So it will
the
force the
object to be required,
the
as we have
object to
used
be
the
required,
required keyword here.
as we have used the required
So
keyword
after
here.
that, this also has a
So after that,
percentage
this
0,
also has a percentage 0,
which is already pre-initialized,
which is already
and
pre-initialized,
it is completely optional. If
and
we want,
it is completely
will
optional.
not
If we
give this,
want,
it will consider
would
0
not give this,
by
it
default.
will consider 0 by
And also we
default.
have used double get.
And also we
Basically,
have
getters and
used double
setters are the
get. Basically,
thing
getters
which
and
used to
setters are
get
the thing
something
which
from the
used to
class,
get
and
something
setter is
from the
used to
class,
set something
and setter
to
is
the
used to set
variable of
something
the class.
to the
So
variable of
basically,
the class.
first we will get the
So
idea of getter.
basically,
Basically,
first we will
in
get the
getter,
idea of
first
getter.
thing which
Basically,
we use is
in
return
getter,
type.
first thing which we use is
Basically, we
return
are
type.
getting something from the
Basically,
class.
we are
So getter
getting
will
something from the class.
return
So
something.
getter will
So it has a return
return
type,
something. So it has a
and
return
a
type,
name of the getter,
and
percentage,
a name of the getter,
and
percentage,
the fat
and
arrow we can
the
use
fat arrow
to return
we can
something,
use
and we are returning here
to
the
return
percentage.
something, and we are returning here the percentage.
And we have another thing set,
And we have
which is
another thing set,
we also
which
call
is
it setters.
we
Basically,
also
setter
call it
will have
setters.
no type
Basically,
to be
setter will
returned,
have
as it is
no type
setting
to be
something. So
returned,
it will
as
never
it is
have
setting
any
something. So
type
it will
or
never
any
have
return type.
any type or any return type.
And this is
And
this is a fat arrow
this is a
function, but
fat arrow
while using getter, this
function,
has
but
different meaning.
while using
Basically,
getter, this has a
it is
different meaning.
used
Basically,
for
it is
just
used for
simply what the getter or
just
setter will
simply
do.
what the getter or setter will do.
Okay. So basically,
Okay.
percentage setter,
So
we
basically,
also
percentage setter,
give
we
same name
also
to the setters and getters.
give same name to the setters
So
and
we have
getters.
used the same thing here,
So we have used
percentage,
the same
percent,
thing
and
here,
percent. So
percentage,
setter will
percent, and
take
percent.
something as
So
it's
setter
from
will
its
take
name. It will
something
set
as
something,
it's
and
from
we
its
have
name. It
to
will set
give
something,
what should
and we
it
have to
sets.
give
So
what
basically,
should
it
it
sets the
sets. So
percentage,
basically, it sets the
and it takes the
percentage,
marks, and percentage
and it takes the marks, and
equal to
equal
percentage
to
is this thing here.
percentage is this thing
So it is
here.
assigning the
So
percentage
it
to
is
be
assigning the percentage
marks,
to
the
be
given marks divided by 500,
marks, the given
as
marks
we have
divided by
supposed that
500,
it
as we have supposed that
is coming out from the
it is
marks
coming
are
out
coming
from
out
the
total from the 500
marks are
and
coming
divided
out
by
to
100.
total from the 500 and
So
divided by
let's
100.
suppose it takes 400
So
and
let's
5
suppose
out
it
of
takes
500.
400
So it
and
will provide
5
us
out
the
of 500.
percentage.
So it will
And
provide
here we
us the
have simply
percentage.
created a
And here we have simply created a
object by using the student
object
constructor,
by using the student constructor,
and as we have forced to
and
name
as
as a
we have
required keyword,
forced to
so we
name
have
as
to
a
use
required
name
keyword,
here.
so we have
We
to
want
use
to use
name here.
the
We
name
want to use
parameter,
the
name is
name
required.
parameter,
So we have to
name is
just
required.
give this,
So we have to just
And
give this.
after that we have
And after
called
that
the
we have
getter here.
called the
How we find that this is
getter
the
here.
getter? Because
How
we
we find
don't
that
have
this is the getter? Because we don't have
given the marks.
given the
But
marks.
in the in the getter we
But
don't have used the
in the
marks.
in
But
the
in the
getter we
setter
don't
we
have
have
used the
used
marks.
marks
But
for
in the
setting
setter
the
we have
percentage.
used marks for
So
setting the
firstly
percentage.
we have
So firstly we have
called the percentage here, setter
called the
percentage,
percentage
getter
here,
percentage here.
setter percentage,
So
getter percentage
uh,
here. So uh,
basically this one is the setter
basically this
because
one
we
is the
are
setter
giving
because
dot
we are
percentage here value,
giving dot
and after
percentage
that
here
we are
value,
using the getter
and
here.
after that we are using the
Okay.
getter here.
Also, let me think
Okay.
that we also can
Also, let
use
me think that we also can use.
so you can see here we are using setter
So you
here.
can see here we
So
are
it
using
basically
setter
sets
here.
the
So it
value
basically sets the
to the given
value
parameter,
to the given
basically
parameter,
percentage here, and after
basically
in the
percentage
print
here,
statement we are
and
using a
after it
student dot
in the print statement we are using a
percent.
student dot
So basically it
percent.
will
So basically it
get
will
percentage from here.
get percentage from here.
Let's run this class.
Let's
Let's
run this class.
run this
Let's
file.
run this file.
You can see here we will get the
You
percentage
can see
80
here
as
we
we
will
have
get
put
the
at the marks
percentage
400 here.
80 as we have put at the marks 400 here.
Hope you will get the whole idea about the
Hope you
getters
will
and
get the
setters.
whole idea about the
Do a
getters
lot of
and
practice about
setters.
this so it will be
Do a
more
lot of
clear
practice about
to
this
all
so
of
it
you.
will be more
And
clear
if you have any
to all
questions
of you.
about this,
And if you have any questions
please let
about
me
this,
know and ask.
please let me know and ask.